Welcome again to the shed. After looking at my own comedy set today and analysing it and going through it, horrendous as that was, I thought I'd have a look at somebody else's comedy material just to give me a bit of light relief. In particular, I thought I'd look at my what has to be my favourite ever stand-up joke, I think. I'm a big fan of Jerry Seinfeld. I love the quality of his writing. I love the brevity of it. I love the conciseness. I love how when I hear him say words, I can really see how he's got to there and how he's really taken all the extraneous stuff out and really boiled it down to the essence of the gag. So I'm going to play the joke that I love more than any other, and then I'll kind of go through it.
I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people. They're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they? You know they've seen the fork. They're staying with the sticks. I'm impressed by that.
It's just that. I just love that joke so damn much. I just love it. It's amazing to me. It's essentially just 5 lines, not even long lines, just really 5 lines filled with attitude. It's got the premise, it's got the punchline, everything in there. And one of the favourite things I love about this is the opening. Because I've seen him actually open with this. Can you imagine walking out on stage and the first thing you say is...
I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people.
Can you imagine doing that? I tell you what I like about Chinese people. It's one of those lines that makes people go, oh no, what's he going to do? Oh my God. It kind of builds up that tension. And you go, where's this going to go? I need to know where this is going to go. And if I was doing this, I would be panicking to get to the punchline, to get to the next bit, to make their fears go away, the audience's fears go away. But just look at how long he sits in this awkwardness, in this uncomfortable pause, and relishes it. Just a nod of the head. Oh yeah, I'm going there.
They're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they?
Similarly, they're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they? Rather than the classic comedian... I'll tell you what's weird about Chinese people. They're still using chopsticks, even though the rest of the world is using forks and knives and more advanced cutlery. It's just the attitude of, they're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they?
You know they've seen the fork. They're staying with the sticks. I'm impressed by that.
It's just the flow of those last 3 lines. They've seen the fork. They're sticking with the sticks. I'm impressed by that. It's just got a great rhythm. Really, really concise. Now, if you know anything about Jerry Seinfeld and his writing process, he really puts a lot of work into this kind of stuff. He's known for his editing and getting rid of the extraneous words, really boiling down the joke to its essence, as few words as possible. When you're working in a comedy club, it's about laughs per minute, and anything that isn't vital to the story or get a laugh needs to be kicked out. And this joke is just, God, I could listen to it all day. It's the kind of joke that if I could have sold my grandmother for the rights to one joke, I would have done it for this one, hands down. But it's just fabulous.
I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people.
Just the opening. Pause. Letting it sit. You've got a few claws.
They're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they?
So much attitude.
You know they've seen the fork. They're staying with the sticks. I'm impressed by that.
It's just a great example of a gag that... Because I can kind of imagine how if I'd have got to that joke, I can imagine what the first iteration of that joke would be like. You would have come up with a line of something like, oh, isn't it funny that the rest of the developed world uses utensils, but Chinese people are still using sticks? That's quite basic. And you can imagine a really convoluted way of getting to that as a comedian. And then maybe you'd have an act out about a Chinese committee meeting saying, oh, we're going to stick with the chopsticks until the people in Paraguay turn, then we'll start using cutlery. We're going to be the last people on the planet. But it's just the brevity, the attitude of the gag is just phenomenal. So I'll play it one more time, and then I'll go. I just love it.
I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people. They're hanging in there with the chopsticks, aren't they? You know they've seen the fork. They're staying with the sticks. I'm impressed by that.
It's just a great example of it. A really well-written joke. The fluidity of it, the rhythm of it is just fabulous. It's 5 lines. I'll tell you what I like about Chinese people. You know they've seen the fork. They're sticking with the sticks. You know, it's just fabulous. It's just a really good example of a joke that's been worked over many years and honed into a really tight 19 seconds. That's all it is, 19 seconds. So it's my favourite joke, and the writing is really why I love it so much. I'd like to do more of these, so if you have any favourite jokes that you'd like me to have a look at and maybe kind of analyse like this, let me know. Put it in the comments or send me a message. I'm always looking for new things to do. You know, I've bought a microphone. I've got a shed. I've got a microphone and a camera and stuff, so let me know if you've got any jokes or routines or questions about any kind of routines. I'm happy to answer them. But hopefully I'll do a few more of these in the future. But Seinfeld is a great one to follow. If you want to learn how to write comedy, Seinfeld is a great one to follow because he has a really strict process and he's a real good example of putting the work in to get the results. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you on the next one.